seeing images like this is not really to frustrate you. Seeing images like this is to inspire you, because the 7-year period it took me to figure this out, I am giving people a cheat sheet that allows them to achieve this status within 7 days. They will literally go from this to this, or you just speak nothing but the truth, and you can see them all, to this. So pins and needles, needles and pins. Yep. The cracks and the snaps are very profound. If you guys want to get to this and you want to feel like that hook is coming into your head, it's not hard to get to it. All you got to do is take a week or two and stop eating food. But you're going to need something to nourish you. You're going to have to sun gaze your face off. You're going to see the sun too. But if you stop eating food for a week, and then you get caught on to the idea that maybe you don't need food so much, and you let the sun feed you, you're going to progress very, very rapidly. Here's an example. This is like your pineal gland on ice. Literally like an iceberg inside of here. You sun gaze for an entire week without eating anything that calcifies it. Your pineal gland is going to grow, and it's going to start to crack and break out of this cocoon. And then as it grows exponentially fast, because there's nothing to poison it and atrophy it, it's going to triumph over all of the silent weapons that keep it silent, and then you're going to snowball into your release, which the cracks become extremely profound, which is what that whole split head situation is. So you go an entire week to 2 weeks. By the time you get to the second week, you're going to start hearing this cracking, and there's a lot of calcification there. It's a lot. Like, you're literally pulling yourself out of a pit that is like this. You're climbing out, and it's up against your back, and it's up against your chest, and you got to climb out like the guy that had to cut his arm off out of the hole. Remember that actor, the guy that played the flying Green Goblin, and he was also the dude that broke his arm and got trapped in the hill. Played that guy, trapped in the cave or whatever. So this is what it's like. Once you get out of this 40, 30, 25 years of calcification, it's easy, because then you kind of stay here in this stage. Then you can kind of like go back to eating if you want, because if you're still sun gazing, you can't possibly calcify yourself 40 years back with a few food items over a course of a week. You just can't possibly do it. So if they calcified you like this within a matter of a week, then you would like have severe aneurysms and brain damage. Like, you couldn't even fast. Like, you would just fall out and have like some serious brain malfunctions or something, because it would just be too rapid and too hardcore. It wouldn't be a silent weapon for sure, like sodium fluoride and 5G and Wi-Fi and all that EMF. All that shit's all silent weapons, because it takes years and years to get you while you're young. By the time you're 18, 20 years old, you don't have any calcification that is thin enough to allow you to have any kind of senses. When you're a kid, you have a lot of senses. For instance, my girls, if they sun gaze right now, they'll just start seeing ghosts immediately, because they're only like 10 years old. They don't really bathe in fluoride very often. They eat a lot of good foods, healthier foods than normal, because my parents didn't know shit about that, but I do, so I can feed my kids stuff that doesn't have fluoride in it. And I get them natural spring water to drink that doesn't have fluoride in it. Stuff like that. So these kids are always kind of teetering on like a breakout situation, versus like most of like Americans' kids. They're just like completely numbed out, calcified little misfits running around. So this isn't to make you feel frustrated. This is to make you feel inspired, because all the years it took me to get here, like, I'm literally like, this is all you got to do. Piece of cake. Like, I'm selflessly giving you this information where I could just keep it to myself and be like, yeah, when I break out, I'm gonna get so much booty. Like, you imagine like the people that think like that, like that's it. Like, they ain't gonna tell you how to do this stuff. they're gonna keep it to themselves, because they want all that flash and they want all that clout and all this stuff that they are so empty without realizing that that's not what fulfillment is. You know, it's other things, spirituality, it's illumination,